Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here. We are back with another figure news video. I do apologize that this one took so long to come out. I mean, I guess it's only technically a day late, but it just didn't work out for me to film it yesterday, so here we are today. But we have plenty of figure news to go over. I don't know how much actual new stuff that we have, but then again, I feel like I say that every single video, so let's hop into it. Before we do take a look at our boy's Baggy, our boy Baggy's Twitter, we do have to get a little bit of an update on a couple of things, and not only that, we are just going to go through the DBZ Figures website for some stuff. Some of it will coincide with Baggy, but some of it he didn't cover, so I figured I would you know, go ahead and talk about it. I wanted to post, I don't believe, so we looked at this image last time. This is the X Plus Android 17, right, from the X Plus line. If you want to know a little bit more about that line, because I know it's not as well known, kinda, as far as it seems to me. These pictures is sort of what I was interested in. I don't know why I can't click on it. If we open it in a new tab, is it going to be small? Perfect. No. So that's what I mean by X Plus. That's a big figure, bro. As you can see, 40 centimeters. That's a lot. That is literally like the size of that man's chest and almost like maybe midway to his stomach. That's crazy. And then if we take a look at the Zenos, right, they are basically the size of their hand. So, because this definitely doesn't do it justice, right? This looks like, I mean, it kind of looks big, but this definitely could be a normal prize figure if you didn't know any better, and these could be really small, but no, it's actually like humongous. Again, I do like what they're doing with the X Plus line. I like that they're moving away from the vinyl. I'm not really a fan of the vinyl look, and to be fair, I feel like it just kind of looks old and cheap nowadays. It definitely has like a vintage kind of aesthetic to it. But I definitely like the way that they're going with this. This looks like a professional statue, and I really, really like that. So I just wanted to show you these two images because obviously, well, I mean, that's pretty ridiculous, especially with those Zenos in scale. That's pretty funny that they're as big as your hand because obviously they're usually depicted as pretty small. We will take a look at some of this on Baggy's Twitter as well. But, oh no, you really gonna make me do this, bro? All right, fine. Basically, for Piccolo Day, they announced that they are going to be releasing a re-release of the original Piccolo SH figure arts, which is awesome because this guy has not gotten a remake in like years. He was one of the first-ish SH figure arts figures to come out, and he has not gotten an update since then. So it is very, very nice to see that they are going to give my man a little bit of TLC. I will say it is kind of weird. His pants almost look like figure rise. Even though I know that they're not. It's obviously SH figure arts because it's Tamashi tweeting it, but still weird. I will admit though, the detail on his arms looks fantastic. Since this is an Instagram image, we can't actually zoom in, I don't think. Or can we? Wait, let's see. Oh, we can. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. But yeah, no, you can see the detail on his arms looks fantastic. The detail on the turban and on the cloak. One good thing to note about this as well is that the cloak does look to be not fabric like on some figures, but it looks to be soft plastic to me, at least the inside layer. That is interesting that they're doing 2 layers. Which is great because a lot of the time when companies do hard plastic figures for figures that are supposed to be posable, it's kind of awful. It doesn't really turn out well. I mean, like, it looks okay in like one pose, right? But then the rest of them, it doesn't really look that good. I'm assuming this is going to be the same material. If you watched my Zamasu SH figure arts video, if I remember to leave a card up in the top right, I will put it right there. But basically, with that, right, if you remember that video, his little back part of his gi was a very soft plastic. It was very bendable. So I'm assuming that's what this is going to be, because it really does look like that. And I like that they're doing 2 layers as well, because again, more dynamic posing. This is another deal, it looks like, where this is an extra piece where you plug it in for his arms being crossed. They did that with the original Piccolo as well, because you can see that there's a little bit of a gap there. Because there's no real good way to make arms be crossed, like, properly. Like, you can kind of do it, but there's no real good way to do it without an extra attachment. So, very, very cool that our boy Piccolo is getting a little bit of an update. We do also have an update. I don't know if I've actually talked about it on this series before, but basically, this figure looks really good. Obviously, let me say it before I start rambling about it. So, basically, let's just read this here. Prime 1 Studio and Mega House are proud to collaborate to make a long-awaited statue of the main protagonist, Son Goku from Dragon Ball Z. We chose his popular Saiyan look in a dynamic Kamehameha pose with an LED light-up function and gives some vigor to the whole statue. We also added highly detailed parts to the base and the whole body to give it an amazing effect. The deluxe version comes with a total of 4 alternate parts: normal, Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. Some additional lighting effects will be added while displaying the Super Saiyan 2 and 3 parts. It's a high-quality statue made by Prime 1 Studio. Let's take a look at their website. So this is essentially MEGAHOUSE'S response to resin statues. What I believe happened here is they saw the market for resin statues and they're like, we gotta hop on this. Because obviously, this reminds me a lot of a resin statue. It also reminds me of the not SH Figure Arts line, the other Tamashi line where they have all the effects on it. I can't think of the name. I've unboxed a cooler from that line on the channel before. I'll leave a card here. But essentially, this is MEGAHOUSE'S response to resin figures. I mean, it's all over this figure, right? Look at the base. You can see that there's tons of different things going on the bottom. You can see that there's lots of detail in Goku here, right? He even has a rock attached to his back. There's a bunch of different rocks attached here. There's lots of detail to go in and analyze here. I love as well, like they said, they were doing something cool with the base. I love that Shinron that wraps around the base. It's so cool. 4-star Dragon Ball. Does look kind of cheap though. And I love the light up effects here. What if, what are we looking at here? So this is the, oh, I see. So this is what I was talking about. That obviously, this is a little bit of an expensive figure for you to buy. In the same vein as resin statues, it is also extremely expensive because this is supposed to be a super high-end statue. Now, we're not going to look at it at this website because I believe he has all the images here. It's kind of everything. Can we open this in a new tab if we... Oh, yeah, okay. I guess we'll look at it at this website then. So, essentially, like they said, right, there's going to be multiple attachments. Here's the thing, right? What's so ironic about this is that I was really excited to hear about this. Wait, can I really not scroll? Oh, that's awful. All right, I'll have to use the scroll wheel then. So when I first heard about this, I was really excited because I only have one resin statue, right? But I do like them, and a Super Saiyan 3 one that looks really good is right up my alley. I mean, look at that, like, Kamehameha effect. But his face, bro, just does not do it for me. I don't know. It reminds me of like an older resin statue when they were really trying to capture the likeness of the character very well and they just couldn't get it proper, right? This is the Super Saiyan, I believe, just with an enraged face. Again, the lighting effects, the base, the body, the detail on the clothing can all not be denied, but this just doesn't look good. This looks almost like that one funny face that Bardock makes in an episode of Bardock in Dragon Ball Z. Like, in my opinion, this just doesn't look that good, which is really disappointing. And even the one that I was looking forward to, the Super Saiyan 3 hair, I feel like is just not done that well. I mean, the face, his forehead is huge, first of all. I understand that Super Saiyan 3 already looks kind of ridiculous because it doesn't have eyebrows. And I think that there's a really good way to do Super Saiyan 3, but this just isn't it. And as well, this is one of my least favorite ways that figures do Super Saiyan 3. I really like Super Saiyan 3 when it's kind of like down and flowing more than like spiked up, and it almost feels kind of static in a way. It feels sort of bland. There's a couple of other figures that I've seen that do Super Saiyan 3 where the spikes are not necessarily like flowing downward, right, in kind of like a downward arc. They sort of like spark out and then do a little whoop at the end, like this big piece here. It's not, you know, I don't think it looks as good. It definitely doesn't look bad. But it just feels like, I don't know, not lazy, but I don't know. It just doesn't look as good in my opinion. I do like that they have all these extra effects though for the different heads. But again, to me it doesn't look that good. I mean, here we have a comparison of everything, right? This figure overall looks fantastic, right? It looks so good. But again, we take a look at just this right here. Funny enough, comparing all of these side by side, Super Saiyan 3 definitely looks the best, in my opinion anyway. He really looks like Bardock here, which is kind of weird. But again, overall, effect parts, everything looks great. How'd you saying doing it for me? 63.6 centimeters. Let me look up how big that is. Do they have yeah, then there's a little close-up of Goku. See, look at that too. Like, even the side profile looks really, really nice. I like that a lot. The back, you know, obviously you're not really going to be displaying it from the back. I do like how they have the rock effects on his back as well. It looks very nice with some different backgrounds here. Yeah, like, look at that. That looks so cool. But then you see, like, that angle doesn't look as bad. That one looks a little bit more like Goku. I don't know, man. I do love that the that the Kamehameha effect, wow, they did a really good job with the promo shots for this. I do like that the Kamehameha effect really, wait, there's 72 images here? Holy cow. Do they have like one oh, wow, actually, that's really cool. Do they have like one version of this for every single form? Oh, I guess they just took like 1 million production images. Okay, so here, we can get a better look at the Super Saiyan 3 hair here. By the way, what was that? 63.3 cm to inches, something around there. 24. Okay, so this thing is like 2 feet tall. Okay, so this thing is huge. From this side it doesn't look too bad, though I will say for some reason the hair on the end looks kind of cheap in my opinion. I don't know, is it just me? That looks really cool though. Again, it's my problem when it comes to figures like this. That is actually a really good angle, is that obviously when you display it, you're going to be looking from one angle in particular. There's a good comparison of all the heads. And, you know, some figures look a lot better from one angle, which is not how you want to do a figure. That's how you want to do like a painting, right? Or an art piece. Because a figure is meant to look all around it. You know what I mean? And this just doesn't look, I don't know. Again, it's like, I'm a big face kind of guy when it comes to, oh, is that just sit at the bottom? Bruh, that's like SH Figure Arts. You know, I'm a big face guy when it comes to my figures when I'm looking at them, and I think I've gotten the point across by now. It's just not doing it for me. Ooh, actually, I do want to see this. That actually looks really nice, though. I will say, again, look at the detail on the clothing. That's really, really cool. I don't really like that shiny paint, though. The rocks don't look too bad either. And two, like, even these effects sort of look kind of cheap. Like, I don't think these are made of resin. I think these are made of maybe this, I don't know. It looks like a cheaper plastic though, at least for the spark effects, right? Kind of a shame that those don't light up. This looks a little bit better though. Uh-oh, well, we lost our place. I don't think we're going back now. Look at all of these images. I think you get the point by now though. I wish you good luck if you decide to order this figure. I don't know if I'm going to be picking it up. Ooh, actually, let's take a look at this as well. I probably won't, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Again, it's obviously really, really expensive. I also don't have room for it at the moment. But when it comes to super expensive statues, I would really, really recommend to you to get a statue that you will love from all angles, especially if you're going to be paying this much money for it, right? If you really like this Goku statue and you think it looks perfect, then, you know, then this is the statue for you, right? But if you're not really a big fan and you're not really, you know, in the face boat like me, you know, then don't pick it up. Again, this looks even better in the video, right? I will say it is kind of stupid with the bottom effect pieces, like that just kind of sit on the table. I understand it's supposed to be like a little bit of a an extra, I don't know, explosion effect, but at the same time, it just kind of detracts, because it makes it feel like they were just lazy, like on the very end. They should have just not really included it, in my opinion. All around, it looks really, really good. Especially, I think that they're really doing a good job marketing it by showing the Super Saiyan 3 head, because I think if they showed the other heads, it probably wouldn't be as appealing to people, but maybe that's just me. Moving on, though, we do have this Namek Gohan, which is really, really awesome. He is getting an SH Figuarts figure. It's nice to see that they are sort of rounding out the Namek saga, because the Namek saga 100% needs the little bit of rounding, and I'm glad that they're giving it to Gohan. I will say, again, kind of unfortunately, this figure I'm not really a fan of either. His face just does not look that good. It looks like they literally just took stickers and then stuck it on his face, rather than sculpting it in like they do for, you know, other SH Figuarts figures. Like, obviously some details are painted on, but they still usually do a lot better of a job with the face in this. So I don't know. I'll have to see the final product up close before I can make my final judgment. Obviously, pictures are not holding the figure. I don't know if I'll get this figure. Maybe if it's cheap, I'll pick it up. Usually smaller SH Figuarts figures tend to be a little bit cheaper. But it is good, regardless, that they are rounding out the cast of characters, because they, you know, make a bunch of Gokus and then, you know, nothing else. This, okay, so also Glitter and Glamours, the launch has been delayed. That doesn't surprise me, though, because everything's been getting delayed. This is interesting. So Primitive Skateboarding is getting a Dragon Ball collab. That is really cool. I like that Golden Frieza. Dragon Ball has been doing a lot of collabs with different clothing lines and things like that lately, so this kind of doesn't surprise me. They did one with, oh, I don't remember the name of the company. Minex would know. If Minex is watching this video, he can tell me in the comments. But I will say, I like when they do stuff like this, but the only unfortunate thing about them, actually maybe it was this brand, Primitive, but the only unfortunate thing about Dragon Ball doing collabs with companies in the West is that most of the time I feel like some of the designs tend to fall flat. Like, in my opinion, this Golden Frieza just does not look that good. It's not bad, but it's just like they could have done so much more with the background, right? They literally stuck the PNG on there and then, you know, put that background on there, that mustard color. Again, it's not bad, and if you like the simplistic design, it's good. I do like the background here. What does that even say? I don't even know what that says. I can't read that. Like this shirt design, not bad, right? Again, it's still pretty simple, but it's not awful. And I like the orange. It fits well with Golden Frieza. But this just, I don't know. This just screams like cash grab to me in a way. But it's a shame that, like, sometimes when collaborations like this happen, again, it tends to fall flat, in my opinion, a little bit. But definitely not bad. If you're looking for something like this, hey, there you go. Maybe you like that simplistic design. If you want to hang it on your wall, too, it's not a bad art piece. Now, moving on to our boy Baggy's Twitter. That was already a lot of information. Dragon Stars, terrible quality pics. But as always, Dragon Stars looking awful. They're meant to be more so action figures than anything. Moving on, nothing to see here. This is really cool. I think I might pick this up. Bandai America World Arts Set. So essentially what this is a World Tournament little set that you could set figures in and stuff like that. They even have the ability to make it destroyed, right? When it comes to the tournament, obviously, that this one is based off of. very, very cool. I really, really like this. Dragon Ball's not done anything like this yet. Other figure companies and whatnot have been doing some different things like this, but it's really, really cool to be able to have something like this for Dragon Ball. I will say, again, this does look more like a toy than anything, though it is by Bandai, so it's probably more so on the side of a collectible. They definitely could have done a better job with, like, hiding the cracks in the wall, because obviously then those pieces fall over, right? Or obviously you see here there's just a square in the floor. This looks like a trapdoor, but then you replace it for the big dent in the ground, right? I do like what they did with the sign at the top too. That is very, very nice. But I'm sure that this is probably going to be made of the plastic that you would expect, like that plastic that's on some like cheaper play sets and stuff like this. But it's definitely not bad. It looks pretty good. Again, I might pick it up. I do like that even though that they use that type of plastic, they were able to include actually a lot of detail. The detail on the roof looks pretty good. Obviously, all the little details on the faces look really, really great as well. This is a very nice one from Bandai. And something different, which is cool, because obviously we never get, like, stages, I guess. This is just something interesting to note. The June Kuji UI Goku is obviously based off this iconic old Super Saiyan Goku pose. But yeah, anyway, this is the result. So here we are. This old Goku pose. Interesting. Yeah, it's kind of weird. His arm is a little bit lower. Huh. This is definitely not a bad UI Goku, though. Obviously, if they don't mess it up after the production images. I don't know if I'll get this one, because I have plenty of UI Goku figures already. And even though I do like it, it doesn't really stand out that much. Funny enough, actually, I kind of have my my figure Rise Goku in this pose, sort of. It's kind of ironic. Again, another figure delay. This kind of makes sense, of course, due to everything that's going on in our world right now. But Goku and unfortunately Jiren are delayed until then. That is alright though. I am really, really excited for this Jiren. I don't really care when it comes. As long as my man makes an appearance, that's all that matters. We also have the July special move Gogeta. This is another Ichiban Kuji figure. No. This is I believe what this is this is the equivalent to the Vegetos they came out with a couple of months ago. They made like a bunch of Vegeto figures, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan, and base form, and they made like 2 different poses of them. That's basically what these are, if I'm remembering correctly. Kind of weird though that like for Super Saiyan and for Blue, unless it's just the coloring of the figure, it's like green. This one looks a lot more yellow. So weird. I'm not really a fan of these. Again, I see some of these comments here talking about the neck, bro. Oh, finally, a figure for me. Yeah, that ain't it, Chief. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I mean, hey, you know, it kind of doesn't surprise me that we have more. Oh, Pokemon figures, nice, but not what video about. Unfortunately, this has been delayed to be determined as well. The Versus series with Mechi Cabra and Trunks. Again, a lot of stuff. Oh, and UDM Burst 44. A lot of stuff has been getting delayed, but hey, what can you do? This is oh, I believe Baggy was talking about the Goku Day voting thing. Oh, he's talking about his Japanese followers. Gotcha. He wants a Turtle Goku figure so bad that he's been tweeting it in Japanese. My man, I respect it, bro. June small prize, they actually include the Super Saiyan pose, also wafer stickers getting much more merch. So it is kind of funny. Well, this is going to be in the upcoming Ichiban Kuji. I do like these towels. There is a couple of towels that I want to get from some old Kuji sets, because I mean, like, why would you not want a Dragon Ball towel? Then obviously these are washcloths. It's so funny to me though that, like Baggy said, merch that gets merch. As you can see here, this little Gogeta in the bottom right is the wafer sticker Gogeta. And they've made so much merch out of the wafer stickers. I think they realized that people really like them and that style can lend itself well to other merch. They've made figures of the wafer stickers. Now they're making washcloths of the wafer stickers. So crazy. But very cool to see nonetheless. I do really like the design. We also do have, what are these actually? I'm not exactly sure what these are. Again, another wafer sticker thing. They're putting Broly on there. This is really cool though. We have some Dragon Ball love here. We have a little bit of Dragon Ball Z Buu Saga. We have some Frieza stuff here as well. I actually don't know what this is. Huh. That's interesting. I'll have to take a look because I don't think this is posted on Otaku House yet, which is normally where I would take a look at that. Actually, maybe it is. I can take a look. Anyway, again, these I believe are art canvases because as you can see here, there is a, I believe, yeah, a little bit of a 3D edge to these. This is a really weird art style for them to do, I'm not gonna lie. I do really like it though. It's very different for Dragon Ball. Also ironic, if you take a look in the corner there, right? Vegito also getting another wafer sticker thing, and they're putting it in this style. Bro, they really like those wafer stickers, and I mean, I can't blame them. It's really funny though, just to see that they decided to like smack it on everything. But I do really like this art style. We'll say some of them look a little bit weird, but for the most part, pretty cool. If any overseas fans are thinking about getting Shinron, the ongoing, I don't know how many Japanese fans are going to be eager to go out and play the Kuji. Yeah, unfortunately, that will be the case probably. This is a fantastic Shinron figure. Funny enough, we have gotten, I think there's another Shinron figure that's coming in another form soon-ish. So kind of cool that that's the case. But unfortunately, this particular one, yeah, probably won't be too poppin', which kind of stinks. But gonna snoop eBay for it because I definitely do want to get a very high quality Shinron figure. By the way, I did find that on Otaku House. This is a plate. So I mean, obviously it's not really meant to be eaten off of. I guess you can if you want to, but like it's more so just like a display piece. Anyhow, moving on, my boy talking about some other stuff. If people wanted good new Super Saiyan Gogeta, then the Legends Kuji one is the way for sure. Yes, this is the Legends Kuji Gogeta, just like Baggy said, based off of the Dragon Ball Legends art for Gogeta. His face looks kind of there, I will admit. It looks like flat, like it looks like they like punched his face in. But it's not a bad figure by any means. I definitely do like the look from the front. It's unfortunate that we kind of have an oversaturation of Gogeta figures, so when we do get one that is pretty good, it is always good to take notes on it, because obviously that's what stands out, right? Oh, bruh, I don't think that'll ever get a thing. So here we go. This is something interesting. Baggy was talking about here that there were a bunch of different outfits for Goku, right? And these are all 30 of them that can be chosen. 30 isn't probably going to win, because at least get my case across. I will ultimately be happy with any except for 10. So let's see, what is he looking at? That makes sense, the Turban Goku, because we already have a Ben Presto World Figure Coliseum figure of that, so that makes sense to me. 15, Wedding Goku. I don't know about that one. I don't think we have a good Wedding Goku. Oh, well, there are WCF figures of it, which are minifigures, so I guess that makes sense. 17, we do have, obviously, yes, Arby's. We do obviously have a Yard Rat Goku figure on the way from Legends. 18, we do have a Goku in that outfit from a little while ago, actually, but we definitely do have a figure of that. I think actually two. There's one where he's waving, and then I think he also has that outfit in a camping one, maybe? I think there is two of that one, though. Let's see. So, and then 29. What is 29? Baseball Goku, which makes sense that they also have a WCF figure. Since we've had figures of them, and 20 since that's Super Saiyan. Oh, well, I mean, I guess we do have a lot of Super Saiyan Gokus. Actually, we don't have a Super Saiyan Goku in that outfit, though, do we? I would actually like that, funny enough. Even though I know it's Super Saiyan, I love that outfit for Goku. Personally, that's my favorite outfit for him. Maybe besides, like, Yardrat Goku, I guess. And we're talking about, like, adult Goku, by the way. 25 and 26 are probably Baggy's second choice, with the workout Dragon Ball Super and the farmer Goku. That's a pretty good choice. Again, what this is, I don't even know if I explained this. Let me just give a short, because I know you're probably like, what is he talking about? This is a image of all the different outfits that fans could vote for in Japan for a brand new Goku figure to be made with that particular outfit. So Baggy's just giving his thoughts on it. It's a Japanese only voting thing, so our vote doesn't even really matter. I will say though, what would I pick? So funny enough, actually, to contrast Baggy, I do really like that Cell Saga Goku outfit. So that would probably be my number one. Baggy is a little bit, I see his point with the Kid Goku, right? Because I really do like Kid Goku figures. I mean, but he is right though. It's like, it's for a figure where you could get any of these as a full-sized figure, I suppose. Though I will say, out of the Kid Gokus, I definitely like 3 and 4. Those are my favorite outfits for Kid Goku. So very nice to see that those would potentially getting some love. Oh, I didn't even notice. This is another outfit, actually, that Goku has here. Besides, obviously, the Cell Saga one, it would be nice to get a base form armor Goku, because I love seeing Goku and Gohan in armor. What else? I do like the Namek spacesuit Gohan. That is, or Goku. That is very cool. Oh, that. All right, that's what needs a security guard. That would also be another funny one. Actually, I do think that this one, where they have the weighted clothing on Beerus's planet, would actually lend itself very interesting to a large-scale figure, because it would be super bulky. So yeah, that's my choice. I do believe we actually have the winner here. Let's see. Moving on from some promotional art that Baggy's posted. Oh, he keeps finding gashapons. He just has a bag or a basket. Holy cow, that's a lot, bro. Send it my way. I know you're watching, Baggy. Send that my way, bro. Anyway, let's see. What else do we have? So decide to sort of his priorities. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so it's so funny. I feel like I'm the only person that doesn't like this Gogeta figure, because everybody really likes this Gogeta. I think it's like his forehead just like pops out of his hair, and I don't really like that. The rest of the figure is not bad, though I will say his body is kind of slim, but I'm just not a big fan of this figure. Oh, by the way, this is good, something good to note here as well. If anybody is interested in picking up this Gogeta, I am actually probably going to pick it up from here too, because I have not picked it up yet. I'm planning on opening it around Global's 5th year anniversary. Basically $15 minus shipping. I believe with shipping it comes out to around 17 bucks for Dokkan Gogeta, and that's a very good figure. The Vegito I wouldn't necessarily recommend you getting. Because it's kind of a yikes. I will get it for a video, but Gogeta is a fantastic figure. And he did note here, though, that the last couple of figures that he got from them, kind of a yikes for the packaging. But yeah, so he says by original, if you mean legit, then yeah, but the packaging might have the Toei sticker. Used them a few times. Interesting. So I mean, if you want to use it, go ahead. I might use them, I might not, but hey, that is an option. And plus, if Baggy's saying that it's a good place to buy it, I trust his judgment when it comes to any figures. Moving on here, we do have UG3 out for Asia, which I really like. I talked about last time that I really like these figures because it sort of gives me that UDM vibe, but also with a base, which I think is really cool. The metal cooler does kind of look like an old man, but the Gogetas and the Broly are definitely not bad. If you want a minifigure, I would say these are the way to go. Let's see, we also have, oh, interesting, acrylic cards. So if you're unaware what these are, basically these come with a little stand, and you can kind of just stand them up on your desk like that. Yeah, there you go. And then you punch out the stand and it just sits on your desk. I will admit, I kind of like the acrylic stands. Don't seem like they're going to be scan friendly. Fair enough. Yeah, you can see there, this is just like the actual promotional art of it, but you can see there, that's the actual stand up in the corner, and then you punch it out of this. I'm not really a big fan of these, just because, like, why? Though I have a lot of items that I guess somebody would ask that, because why would you not just get a figure of these? But I guess to be fair, for some reason, these guys all don't really have figures. But anyhow, though, I mean, it's cool nonetheless. It's just like a clear piece of plastic that sits on your desk. Fig Pin Zamasu. I've actually never seen a fig pin just like the art version of it. That's actually really cool. Coming out in June. Very, very nice. Acrylic stand thing again. Let's see. Overseas Asian P Bandai listings for the new Goku. First use Autonomous Ultra Instinct. Right. So they are kind of going to be doing this, I guess, for the English audience, which stinks because that's what's in the dub. If you remember, we talked about this figure last time, that this little guy lights up and stuff like that. Again, not the most accurate Goku. That's not really the point with the UG lines like this and the UDMs, because they're, you know, kind of intended to have their own little style. Maximatic 3 Goku more or less confirmed to move to June. That kind of stinks. Again, most of these figures are going to be delayed. Looks like the HE Silver Edition was sculpted by Mr. Gachapon. The UI Goku shares similarities. Interesting. Oh yeah, so this is the high grade Dragon Ball figures. Not from Trunks, but I don't know why they chose this combination of characters. I'm going to be honest with you. But as you can see there, he is comparing it to another figure there. I like the clear hair on that one. I will say, from what I've seen from the high grade line, this is actually not that bad, because as funny as it is that it's called the high grade line, it kind of tends to fall short, and they're really expensive for the size. Finally got around to opening the final HE movie set, forgetting after I have it. Took me 20 minutes to figure out how to open it. Turns out it's just a window flap. Yeah, these guys are kind of notorious for being a little bit These guys are really expensive too for the high grade line, which is really silly considering how low quality they are, in my opinion. I mean, it's nice if you want figures of these guys. Of course, Chilai just got her first prize figure. Lemo does not have one, and honestly, he's probably not going to get one anytime soon, unfortunately. But hey. Oh yeah, so this is where we talk about Gohan. We have some more Goku Black stuff. UG the best Goku Gogeta versus UG09. Aside from the coloring, the eyes seem to be similar. Interesting. I do like this one a lot better. That's two pieces too. Interesting. This hair also looks like more ocean blue, while this one looks more like matte but shiny. It's really interesting. 4 years after the debut, 2016, the wafer stickers have become so popular among the adult collecting fans that it has merch, regular figures. Yeah, so we were talking about this earlier, right? The wafer stickers, right? Look at this, bro. They got all this stuff from the Kuji now. They have the figures. They now have keychains too, which kind of makes sense for their design. Actually, I really like that Goku and Vegeta. But yeah, kind of funny that all that stuff is getting it. Let's see, moving on. Launch confirmed to be postponed again. Ooh! All right. If you guys don't know, I've been super excited for this figure, bro. This is the Grandista Nero Super Saiyajin Suri Sangoku. Basically, what they've been doing with the Grandista Nero line is they have been taking already existing Grandista figures and reworking them into another form. They did this with the original Super Saiyan Vegeta with the Majin Vegeta head, and then they made a separate one that was a base form Vegeta, and now they are doing it with Super Saiyan Goku / base form Goku, because Nero wasn't really a thing when they made base and Super Saiyan Goku, but now it is. Bro, he looks good. He looks really, really good. I'm very, very excited to get him. I've wanted a very, very large scale Super Saiyan 3 figure for a while now. My man looks so good. I'm very, very excited for this. Obviously, you can detach the halo if you want to on this guy, which is really cool too, to give it some dynamicness. Body looks great, in my opinion. The face looks really, really good. The hair is just how I like it, how I was talking about with that kind of down Super Saiyan 3 look. This angle looks literally perfect. I am so excited for this figure. Actually, I'm gonna retweet that right now. I love that figure. Anyway, overseas September re-release of the resolution of Soldiers Vegeta. Funny enough, to give you a little bit of a fact, right, on this one, they did my man dirty on his butt, bruh. I do like that they actually kept to the not the, I guess not original design, like the specific design where this Vegeta comes from, right? Where it's that big Super Saiyan strand of hair in the beginning. But this line was one of the older-ish Dragon Ball figure prize lines. They made one for just about everybody, but what's really cool about this line is that actually the Goku is based off of the original LR Goku in Dokkan, and the rest of the line had nothing to do with Dokkan, which is so funny to me. But the original Goku was based off of LR Goku. They made color versions of both of them, and then they also made a all black version of both of them, which I think is really interesting. But it looks like this Vegeta is getting re-released. They do this all the time nowadays, funny enough, with re-releasing figures, where they take old figures and re-release them. I think that's just because figure collecting in the West is a lot more of a big thing now, and not only that, in terms of just like putting these figures in stores for people who don't really know much about figures but know a little bit about Dragon Ball, right? And they go into the store and they see it and they're like, oh, that's a cool figure, you know, whatever. It's just more options and, you know, more kind of, ooh, a chance to get a little sale, right, for American fans who might not have known about this figure before, or overseas, I guess. Let's see. He had figures in the past. Oh, interesting. So this is a minifigure of this Goku. That's cool. He's just talking about the poses and whatnot, and that is really cool. I'm sure you've seen me unbox the Tag Fighters Goku and Vegeta before, but that's really cool that they remade the poster for, I believe that is the manga version of the anime, or the manga version of the anime, the manga version of the movie, or just the poster. Someone remade this. That's cool. This guy, I believe, actually posts a lot of different Dragon Ball figures on Reddit, if I remember correctly. But that's really cool. Next week's History of Revivals promotional poster. Yeah, so this is the upcoming Ichiban Kuji set. If you guys remember, this was teased and shown off a long time ago. This is where that new Yamcha figure is going to be coming from. I'm really hoping to be able to pick this one up, actually. I would love to get the last prize Yamcha, because obviously it comes with Poor, and that's really cool. It also has the more orange-ish gi for Yamcha, which I really, really like. If I do pick this up, I will probably only be getting the last prize Yamcha, actually, because I already have enough Broly figures. I already have plenty of Gokus. So, honestly, Yamcha's in the same pose for both. I like the color of the Yamcha on the other one better, and the hair isn't any different between the normal one and the last prize one, and I would love a little Poir figure, so I might get that and do an unboxing of it if I can find it for a good price. OG DB Gals acrylic cards. Very, very nice art. It's always nice to see some art of Launch for once, because obviously she never gets any love. DBS smartphone rings out July, August, featuring the black and white version of Shintani's Goku Day art and this little Frieza. I love that Frieza, bro. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So this is kind of like the same concept as like a pop socket. You just stick it on the back of your phone and then it's just used to kind of hold it. But that is really, really funny. I love that. Yeah, and then the ring can move like 360 depending on how you're holding your phone. I love that Frieza one though. That's so funny. Let's see. September's one and only release for Revival of Saiyan's reprint Vegeta looks to be West only. Interesting. Okay. And then this is the last thing that we have. June Gashapon scans delayed. Actually, wait. Oh, no, I think that is his picture. Because I was going to say, this one kind of looks like a picture that I took. But no, I think this is the newer one. Yeah, because it has these. I need to go out and see if I can finally pick up a V-Jump. Because the place that I get it usually has been closed. But reminder, UDM the best 32. Released to July. Base Gogeta changed to Super Saiyan. Okay. And then... okay, so this is just the June scans. I see. So base Gogeta. Where is base Gogeta? Or, wait. Super Saiyan base Gogeta changed to Super Saiyan. Oh, here. Interesting. Okay, oh yeah, these figures. I remember seeing these promotional images a little while ago. Goku and Frieza, I believe, based off the Tournament of Power. Broly and Gogeta. We also have some more UDMs here. Again, this line's kind of with its character choice, but I really, really like these. These are like rubber what do you call it, rubber keychains. And again, these are based off of the wafer figures, so wafer figures getting even more merch, just like he was talking about. But I really like that they're doing some of these different designs, like the Goku and Bulma on the bike is fantastic. I like this little Shinra on here as well. Even these look really good, obviously originally based on the art from the movie poster, and then, you know, based on the wafer sticker by proxy. We also do have Frieza here, and then Broly. I believe, though, that is everything for today. I know this was a super long video. I need to stop saying in the beginning that it's not going to be a long video, because every time I say that, it ends up being like a stupid long video. But I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. I know I most certainly did. Of course, go follow the boy Baggy Saiyan for more Dragon Ball figure merch, news, and all that good stuff. Baggy, thank you, of course, for always posting this kind of stuff. Really appreciate it. Shout out to DBZ Figures as well for keeping it on lockdown with the news and stuff like that. I will catch you guys in the next one. Let me know what you're excited for in the comment section below. I've been you two out. Peace.